Hello, everybody. Welcome to Oh, That's a Podcast. I am your host with the most ghost toast, tweetus banditus, the Thatcher Whedon. Joining me today in this lovely studio in Burbank, California are my co-hosts.
Hello.
That's it? Just hello.
Hello.
Got it. And it's also me, who I can no longer consider myself a guest star, Isaac Diatre.
Yeah, you've been in a majority of episodes. Congratulations, you're being promoted from wow, you become the vice president and you've become an official host as opposed to a guest host. You must feel very, very proud.
Moving up in the world.
How do you feel about this recent development, Mr. Diatre?
I'd like to thank my legs for always supporting me.
Okay.
My arms for being by my side.
Did you rehearse this beforehand?
And my nose for always being in everyone else's business.
I feel like you've already had this prepared.
Nope.
I feel like you just have a flashcard in your pocket at all time with this written down, and you're like, whenever I give an acceptance speech.
It is written in my brain ever since Campy's one year at Camus. I feel like it was something that Wiggin said.
Oh, that feels like something that Wiggins said. So, gentlemen.
Yes.
This is, that's a podcast. I would say 2.0. However, we never really reached a 1.0. So, I guess
that's a podcast 1.0.
1.0.
And
the
other episodes were the prologue?
I've labeled them as Season 0 in my files.
Okay.
This is Season 1 of Oh, That's a Podcast.
Where we actually start getting to know what we're doing.
Yeah, which is so many different things. So welcome to Oh, That's a Podcast. This is an audio variety show, for lack of a better term. We're going to be covering wacky topics, making jokes, playing games, and learning about the world around us and ourselves. Think of it like Blue's Clues, but for grown-up type people.
I love that. Grown-up type people.
Yep.
All right, who's the dog? Who's going to be the dog in this scenario?
Well, I mean, you never gave us a name.
Yeah, you're Blue. in the second reboot of Blue's Clues, you're Blue.
Dabba-dee-dabba-die. I'm just like a big guy in like a blue like dog outfit, just like, hey.
Yeah, you've got like one of those Halloween costumes for kids that you've just stretched over your giant frame.
Let's go find
You're
a clue.
Hey, Blue. It's me and Isaac here. Blue, we need to go solve this mystery of... Gosh, I was going to say a murder. I've been watching Monk lately, which has a higher caliber of crimes than Blue's Clues.
Yeah?
Speaking of crimes...
Oh, no.
What did you do? Who was it? Who killed?
Hold on a second. I gotta open that window.
Okay, just because it's crimes, who says it has to be murder?
I mean...
He could have just been shoplifting.
Shoplifting bodies. Dun, dun, dun.
Dang it, now you have to keep that in!
Is there a store that sells bodies?
I mean, I don't know. Have you gone on the black
That's
market?
what a morgue is, right?
I don't know that they sell them. Actually,
Okay.
that's not entirely true. I'm sure that's probably how you get cadavers in, like, science labs.
Well, I mean, yeah. I think you have to, like, donate your body to science.
Probably.
Speaking of dead bodies, Jun. This summer, bump. The blockbuster movie of the year. Bump. Edge of your seat action. Bump. In. Rated R. For riddles. Hi, welcome to Rated R for Riddles. This is one of these segments on Oh, That's a Podcast, where we find bad riddles and I present them and people try to solve them.
Oh, gosh.
So, in our first episode, I believe we took a brief foray into the website of riddles.com, which, despite what you may think, is not a repository for the world's greatest riddles. So I did some scrolling and some trolling, and I found some wonderfully bad riddles that I'm going to share with you, gentlemen.
Hmm.
So, gentlemen, this first riddle is called the cabin riddle. You are walking in the woods and spot a cabin. You go inside and there are 2 dead bodies. How did they die?
Oh, it's one of these ones where you have to ask questions?
I don't know. I mean, yeah.
You walk into a cabin in the woods, and there's 2. This seems like it's gonna be
They
really
were
dumb.
murdered
Yeah, this is
and
kind of a bad riddle.
shoplifted from a morgue. I killed Thatcher.
There's 3 dead bodies in the cabin.
Is the answer is that they aren't dead and it's just a trick question?
No.
Okay.
Psych, we're alive.
See, this is the opposite. This is the opposite of the locked room murder, where there's like, oh, there's a guy, and there's a dead body and a puddle of water on the floor. How did the guy die? This is like the opposite of that, because there's so many like other answers for it than the one that they provide.
Oh my
Is it
goodness.
kind of like the riddles from like 1960s Batman Riddler, where like the answers are incredibly specific, like there's what's blue and is covered in cement, and it's like the giant aquarium at the backside of town. Like,
What's blue and covered in cement? It's you, Joker. After I'm finished with you.
Why would he be
Pow!
blue?
Because like black and blue bruises.
Oh,
And
that was
covered in
actually
cement
good.
because he just broke a wall on him.
Yeah, not my intention, but that works too. Do you guys have the answer to this riddle?
Gosh,
I
I
don't
couldn't
know.
even
They had a
think.
heart attack. Who knows? They were poisoned.
You're walking in the woods and spot a cabin. You go inside and there are 2 dead bodies. How did they die? It was the cabin of a plane that crashed.
Oh,
There's an actually good one to this where it's one of the longer riddles where you set the scene up and then they ask yes or no questions to slowly get information to figure it out, and they find out it's a plane cabin. But like it has so much more detail. It's a freaking metal cabin in the Himalayas or something along those lines, like in the mountains, and you go inside and everyone in it is frozen and dead.
didn't we do a riddle similar to that type of thing at camp, where it was like
Oh, I'm
everyone in
sure.
a circle?
There's a bunch of
I
them.
remember-
There's like the guy who ends up
Yeah.
dead in a desert with a straw, I think,
What?
in his hand, and trailing away from him towards the mountains or before the mountains are sandbags.
Was that a hot air balloon mistake?
It's not a mistake, but it does involve a hot air balloon, yeah.
Alrighty.
There's another
He
one where you
purposely
have
jumped out of the hot air balloon.
you have a scuba diver dead in the middle of like a forest that's burned down.
Well, yeah, it's like the classic, like the albatross one.
Yeah, the
it's
albatross
the
is
main-
the
yeah.
most complex one I know, and also the most disturbing.
Yeah. And it's hard to construct a riddle like that, which is why so many bad riddles are on riddles.com.
That would make sense.
You guys ready for another bad one?
Oh
Yep.
gosh. Okay, hit me with it.
I don't even understand the answer to this. What scratches
Great.
an itch you've never scratched before?
A back scratcher?
No. Although that's the right direction.
A front scratcher.
Nope, that's the opposite direction.
Something that reaches down into your colon and scratches the wall like of your
You're
innards.
getting really close.
What is the answer to this?
It's a bidet.
Oh my
Wait.
goodness!
Oh.
Why?
I mean, to be fair, that's kind of true.
Yeah, but like it's kind of true. That's
Yeah,
it.
it's like
I mean, if you believe it's true, it is.
kind of not though. I don't want to do more bidet chat, but yeah. Okay, I don't have too many more that I want to go through, but I have a pretty good one that I've seen around before.
but I want to read it just because of the phrasing. Um, I run, it runs. I stop, it runs. What it?
What is it? Is it a fridge?
What it?
What it? Yeah.
What it?
What
Aye.
it?
I tell you what it?
I tell you what, it. Yeah.
In a fridge.
Oh, what it?
Bro, that it, yeah. Right, fam?
Oh, in it. Aye, some dang old food came down from the sky and snatched me cows, what it?
This is very confusing.
Is it a fridge?
It's not a fridge.
Come on.
You stop, it runs. You run, it. Wait, so you run, it runs. You stop, it runs. What it?
What it is. Yeah.
Talk about Pennywise here.
Basically, it always runs. What it is.
Wait, I want to go back to Ian's Pennywise joke.
Do you want a balloon?
Do you want to stop running?
That's one of Pennywise's nightmares that he inflicts on people is just running forever. Your legs never stop, and he's always chasing you. You're always running, you never stop running, and he's always chasing you no matter how tired you are.
And it's the Tim Curry Pennywise. I run, it runs. I stop, it runs. What it?
It.
Eat it.
I mean, Pennywise the clown is a good answer for this. If you stop running, it will run after you.
So is a fridge.
You better go catch it.
Okay. It's gonna get you. You better go catch your fridge.
It never said it's chasing you.
Ring, 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 ring. Hello, your fridge is running.
Hello, this is your fridge. I'm currently running. Better catch me.
Okay.
What is
okay,
it?
do we want to...
I've-
watch.
I've-
Oh my gosh. So there's comments. There's comments here. And one of the comments is first thing I thought of was your refrigerator, and you'd better catch it. Thank you, Mr. Stapleton.
Yeah.
Wait, so does the phrasing "what it" have to do with anything?
No, they just misspelled it.
That wasn't even.
Why does it even have to be specifically a watch? It could be any kind of clock.
I can't get over the fact that it was phrased "what it" at the end, and that had nothing to do with the answer.
It's a simple mistype. Like,
Oh my gosh.
it's just a typo.
I want that to be our advertising campaign. OTAP. What it?
What it sounds like something that like British people would say.
Is that the name of today's episode?
What it?
What
That might be the title.
I like that, actually.
Oh. What it? Oh, okay.
I feel like this is going to be an inside joke for a while.
I love it.
Probably.
I'm great with the what it inside joke.
Holy cow, Thatch, is that what it?
Yo, it smells like what it in here.
It is wit? What are you doing?
Oh. Okay. Let's somebody take over. Oh.
Okay, Ian, you get a vote. Should we talk about
Bruno? Yes.
fictional animals or conversation starters?
Conversation starters sounds really funny. I'm down for conversation.
Okay. Yeah, so this was the first one that I was thinking to do, and I mentioned it to Thatcher, and it was like, oh, I was going to open with that, actually. So then I came up with a different one, which was a bit dark, so then I settled on the fictional animals. But since the conversation starters hasn't actually been used, I can go back to that. So I'll list out some of these, and we can pick our favorite. Do you ever sing in the shower as a conversation starter?
Yes, conversation over.
Exactly.
Speedrunning conversations.
What is the worst piece of advice you've ever gotten?
Yes, conversation over.
What's the most embarrassing thing that's happened to you recently?
Oh, I don't want to go into that.
Which you would totally just tell, whoever walks up to you and asks you that.
Hey,
Yeah.
what's something that probably traumatized you when it happened?
This one makes you a little bit scared. Tell me about the worst pickup line you've ever gotten. Imagine that as a pickup line.
I don't think I've ever gotten a pickup line. Hey, wait a minute. Quick straw poll. Has anybody here ever gotten a pickup line given to them?
No, but I've given one.
No,
No.
because no one likes me.
Aw, but I like you, Ian. As a friend.
I have given someone a pickup line as a dare from a friend.
Okay, but that's not like a genuine. I mean,
No, but it was really awkward.
Oh, we should look up like pickup lines in like an episode eventually, like really crappy.
Probably
pickup
that will come back.
lines.
Oh my
season
goodness.
Season 2's closers, as opposed to dad jokes,
Oh
we
my-
do pickup lines.
This is
That's great.
I'm scared.
What is your favorite celebrity scandal right now?
What? No! Hey, so Will Smith slapping Chris Rock, huh? Hey,
Yeah, how
that's
about
a
that?
pretty... Yeah, how about that,
He got banned from the Oscars. It's crazy.
huh? Oh, man.
What's the worst thing you've ever worn?
What kind of question is that?
I don't know.
That's a... Huh.
Gosh. I mean, I've worn like a diaper, like a fake diaper,
worn
and
the
like
baby,
a baby
you've worn the
outfit
baby.
in
Oh,
front
yeah.
of like 20 people before, so I have no shame.
I have a photo of you wearing a baby outfit.
I don't like
Oh,
that
goodness.
very much.
How about this? If you could do anything illegal without getting in trouble, what would it be?
Jiminy Christmas.
That's
That one's like okay, but it could go very wrong.
hey, random person, what would you do that could get you to jail?
Would you kill a man? If you could kill a man, would you kill a man?
Maybe you if you don't stop talking.
Pulls out a knife.
Hey.
Watch out, I'm gonna stab you.
I'm gonna stab you.
I don't know. What would you... Okay, actually, yeah, let's talk about this. What would you guys do if you could commit one crime? If you had a get out of jail free card? Maybe trespass. I think that's a good one. That's a pretty victimless crime.
I would steal $1 billion from the wealthiest person on earth because I know it wouldn't even matter that much.
That's actually a pretty good one.
He's coming for you, Bezos.
Well, I'm gonna take a page out of Money Heist and print money from like an actual like official bank.
Wait, so like counterfeits? Official
No,
counterfeits?
like real money.
How is that a crime?
Because it's illegal to just go print. Okay, think of it this way.
That's do I need to explain to you how counterfeiting
Wait,
It's
no.
like pulling off a heist, except instead of going to a bank and just stealing other people's money, you go to a mint place. I forget what they're called.
Okay,
like a royal
yeah,
mint.
it's called a mint.
Yeah,
Oh.
and you print as much money as you want, real money.
Okay, cool.
And then
okay, that
you
makes more
steal it.
sense.
That way, you're not actually stealing money from other people. You're just, you now have a bunch of money. It's literally
Inflation
the
would go
premise.
crazy depending on how much you steal.
It's literally the premise for Money Heist.
Okay, I was really confused there for a second. But now, yeah, that makes sense. That's a pretty good one.
They pull off the craziest heist by having a hostage situation in the Royal Mint while they proceed to print billions of euros over the course of like a week.
If you just straight up printed billions of dollars, like, for no reason at a mint, wouldn't inflation actually go crazy after
It
that?
depends, though. It depends. If you suddenly become a billionaire, how does that affect inflation?
Well, I mean, you're acquiring that money from something, whereas when you make money at a mint, you're just kind of making it out of thin air. There's like a difference.
World War II, after Germany lost, they just print a bunch of money to try to cover their debts. Kids were literally using just bundles of cash as building blocks.
Yes, but that's a bunch of money is suddenly printed out and spread wide.
Oh, okay. So you're
Like-
saying if you miser it.
Yeah, like if you just get $1 billion real dollars and then like you spend some of it, like how does that necessarily affect inflation? I don't actually know. I'm not an economics student. I'm actually curious on that.
I think printing my own money would be the only way that I could Scrooge McDuck with a clean conscience, because if you think about how many people have touched a coin or a dollar bill
Ugh. Disgusting.
and then swimming around in that,
Swimming around in dollar bills. What do you, Scrooge McDuck?
I literally just said Scrooge McDuck 5 seconds ago.
Oh. I love how this completely derailed from conversation starters to the ethics of stealing money via mint.
I'm down for it.
I just thought about it. What was mint first? The mint making of money, or well, actually, of course, mint as in the plant would have to have been first, right? I can't believe I'm about to look this up, but I am. Interesting. The term mint, as in the place where you make money, might have actually come before the naming of the mint plant.
Seriously? That's neat.
Because it says here, mint history has it being introduced to England by the Romans and is mentioned by John Gardner before 1440 as mintus. But that's before 1440, whereas for the fact about money making, that word was coined in 269 before Christ, which means theoretically the origin of the word mint in the context of making money probably came possibly hundreds of years before the naming of the plant.
Interesting.
That's actually interesting.
That's interesting. The more you know.
Dun, 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 dun.
Also, I have 3 more strange conversation starters.
Okay, do we want to get through those, or does
Yeah,
Ian
I'll just
want to show his
briefly
stuff?
mention them,
I'm okay, yeah.
Okay.
Shoot.
and you can bring up the mint stuff or whatever your other thing is. What weird conspiracy theory do you believe? Notice that it specifically says weird
And you.
and believe.
And what?
Honestly, that's not a bad starter. I actually like that question starter, because if they are willing to talk about some crazy weird conspiracy they believe in like that, then that would just immediately make me ugh.
But if they believe in it, do they consider it a weird conspiracy theory?
I mean, actually, if you think about it,
Because I believe that goat men run our country, but I don't think that's weird. I think that's perfectly normal.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think it's truly geckos dressed up as goat men.
You sorry, what?
And I believe it's geckos dressed up as goat men.
Okay, now that's weird.
the Gecko, he's our Lord and Savior.
He has a name, you know. His name is
Geigus.
He Got. Martin. His name is Martin. His real name is Martin.
Okay, so the second one is, what is something that's really popular right now that will be ridiculous in 5 years?
The Geico Gecko? Can we go with the Geico Gecko?
There's just a controversy, and the Geico Gecko's actually racist, and he makes an apology video.
The Geico Gecko has murdered 5 people.
Slaughtered hundreds.
This man gets away with
The
murder.
Geico Gecko has shoplifted bodies.
Morticians hate him. Learn how he gets away with robbing morgues with this one simple tip.
He's actually a necromancer.
He's a Lich King. I need to play that D&D campaign. Oh.
So the third one, I actually kind of like this is an interesting conversation starter, as opposed to the one above it, which is a hot dog a sandwich? That's just contentious. But this one is, which celebrity would play you in a movie about your life?
Oh my gosh.
I would love Michael Cera to play me.
I was about to say, Ian, it would be Michael Cera, wouldn't it? I knew it. We've talked about this before.
I mean, it just sounds good.
Hey guys, my name's Ian. I'm on a podcast. Yeah.
Who's a tall
I love-
actor who could play you, Thatch?
I mean, who was that fool who did Newt Scamander?
Oh, Eddie Redmayne.
Eddie Redmayne. Nah, Eddie Redmayne has that thing with his mouth, for lack of a better term.
The thing with his mouth.
I feel like Jeff Goldblum would be perfect if he were just 40 years younger.
Young Jeff Goldblum's clone. Have you guys watched his documentary series on Disney Plus?
Oh, what's it called? I
No.
feel like I know what you're talking about.
It's called The World According to Jeff Goldblum. But it's pretty interesting, although it reveals just how strange Jeff Goldblum is.
I think we already knew he was strange.
He's very strange.
Very, very strange man. Still good in Ragnarok, though.
Oh yeah.
See, I don't actually know who I would have play me.
Tom
There's,
Cruise.
Like,
Called it. Tom Cruise.
why?
Just cause. I mean, you guys, you kind of like.
Just because we're the same height.
I mean, I wasn't gonna go there, but if you.
Like, I don't know. Nicholas Hoult is too tall, though.
Wait, what's your height again? I don't. Okay, 5'7". I mean, I don't need to brag about it. Gosh.
I'm 6'2".
Oh.
I was gonna look up actors that look like my friend.
As if Google would know.
Actors that look like
I don't
Isaac
exist on the
DeAndre.
internet.
Whoa! Oh my gosh! No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so I looked that up, and we just have Oscar Isaac.
James McAvoy?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, like,
Ian's was just so easy. Michael Cera.
See, I would say David Tennant, but that really just doesn't fit. That's just because I like David Tennant. The other options, Nicholas Hoult, kinda, but also he's way too tall. He's 6'3".
Okay, hold on. You said James McAvoy, Ian, and there is a picture of James McAvoy which has very big Dauntless vibes.
Wait, can I see it?
He's got like a trench coat on, he's got a little bit of scruff, he's got a very similar haircut, and he's turning and giving this look to the
Okay, I
camera,
could see
like,
that.
Yeah, I could be Isaac.
I could honestly see that. I found the picture that you're
He's
talking
even
about.
your height, that's how I
Yeah,
found
you can
him.
see it. Alrighty, so coming in 2029, the Oh That's a Podcast movie. James McAvoy is Isaac Diache. Michael Cera is Ian Bebencorp. And the clone of Jeff Goldblum is Patrick Whedon.
And all three of them go on a heist to steal money from a mint.
Dressed up as McDonald Land characters.
I'm glad you did that as opposed to steal bodies from a morgue. In the movie, What It?
We just tie everything together that we've talked about. Okay, Ian, what do you have, Ian?
Okay. So I was thinking, there's no better place to find like the absolute toxic sludge of the internet than go to BuzzFeed. So I looked up like gaming specific articles or like quizzes, and I found a quiz, and I wanted all three of us to try this out really quick. The quiz is called I Can Guess Your Age Based on the Popular Games You Played in 2021. Try it if you don't believe me.
Do you have a name for this segment?
It's called BuzzFeed Me Seymour.
I love it so
I
much.
just hear Thatcher laughing in the distance.
It just like goes off of like a distance away.
Oh. I'm gonna edit in the that song from Little Shop.
Yeah.
I swear it's gonna call me like a million years old because I don't play too many popular games.
Okay, let's see. See, I just don't play new games because they're expensive.
Well, each of us should
Exactly.
go in one at a time and like tell us what games it like asks us to like answer.
Okay,
and,
so the
like,
first
give
one
the
is
answer
It
again.
Takes Two. For me.
Okay, correct.
Which I would love to play, but I didn't play it.
Yeah, I never played it either, so it's gonna be
Then I
no
got-
for me.
You just have to own it, not even if you've played it.
Kina, Bridge of Spirits, did not play.
Didn't
Life
play
is
either.
Strange, True Colors, did not play. Ratchet and Clank, Rift Apart, did not play. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, did not play. Mass Effect, Legendary Edition, I've never played a Mass Effect game, did not play. Guardians of the Galaxy, did not play. Before Your Eyes, wanted to, did not play. Forza Horizon 5, did not play. Knockout City, downloaded on my Nintendo Switch, never played it. Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, yes, I did play Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. Final Fantasy 4 and 14, Endwalker, Did not play. Monster Hunter Rise. Did not play. FIFA 22. Did not play. NBA 2K22. Did not play. Madden NFL 22. Did not play. NHL 22 did not play. Metroid Dread did not play. Returnal did not play. Deathloop did not play. Halo Infinite did not play. Chorus did not play. Far Cry 6 did not play. Hitman 3 did not play. Battlefield 2042, I did not play it. Call of Duty Vanguard did not play. Little Nightmares 2 did not play. Back 4 Blood 4 did not play. Dark Pictures Anthology House of Ashes did not play. Resident Evil Village did not play. I'm 16 to 20 years old. Oh my gosh, it got it right.
Huh.
What? Hold
Well,
on.
that's wacky.
What?
I bet that's just what it says for everyone. I got the same thing, and I played none of the games it listed.
Well, I need to freaking answer too. Hold on.
It says, you didn't play a lot of the games that came out this year. Big whoop. You probably dedicated that time to finishing your other games with 100% completion after vowing not to buy new ones, perfecting your aiming or building skills, or even buying some of that sweet GameStop stock.
Perfecting your aiming or building skill.
In the fork knife.
Yeah. It got right that I was dedicating that time to other games, but I have not 100%ed any game.
I just thought about it. It'd probably be better if we did a quiz that just covered like the most popular like games in general. So like it would probably cover a lot of categories that we have like experienced.
I'm going back through and I'm clicking yes on everything.
Wait, so Dauntless, you've never 100%ed a game?
No.
Really? I've only 100%ed a few.
Same.
I have 100% on Psychonauts 2.
Okay. I might have 100% on like old Lego Wii games.
That's kind of hardcore, not gonna lie.
That's actually, you are a hardcore gamer, my friend.
Okay, so if you say yes to everything, you're 25 or older, which is an incredibly broad category. Whoa, was it your 2020 New Year's resolution to play more video games? Because if so, you definitely succeeded. It's rare that you find a game you don't like, but you gotta share your secret. You skip side missions? You play co-op to finish faster? Do you play for hours on end? Whatever it is, it's working and you're on your way to play all 30 of these games before the year is out.
That's oddly passive-aggressive. Like, whoa, looks like somebody doesn't have a life and plays a lot of video games.
Yeah, loser.
Sounds like someone skips side quests.
Whoa, sounds like...
It says I'm between 16 and 20. Huh.
Which is wrong, because you're like in your 30s.
Yeah, no, I think that's just its broadest category, is that it just says you're 16 through 20, unless you've played all the games, in which case you're 25 or older.
Okay, now we gotta just try to hack the system.
What, do every other?
What if we do all no?
That was mine.
Oh, you did all no? Okay.
Yeah, because I have not played
we'll do...
any of them. And then I did all yes and got 25 or older.
Yeah, we'll do yes, then no, then yes, then no.
I have a feeling it just always says you're 16 to 20, like most of the time.
I doubt the BuzzFeed technicians have put too much time into the inner workings of this test.
It's like, oh, well, if you clicked this link, then you're probably 16 to 20.
Or 25 or up.
Yeah.
Those are the only two demographics.
I wonder what percentage of them you have to say yes to for it to bump you to the 25 or up.
Okay, so going yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, you get 21 to 24.
Oh, that's a new one.
But what ones did you say yes and no to? Do you remember?
Oh, that's true.
I just started by yes. I did yes, then no, then yes, then no. Alrighty, anything else on BuzzFeed me, Seymour?
I mean, I found one that's just answer yes or no to these video game questions and we'll guess your age. I was thinking this one would probably be a lot more engaging because it'd probably be pretty broad and not so like 2021 specifically. Because if I'm being honest, 2021 was kind of bleh in terms of a lot of game releases.
Sorry, hold on a second. I just found something else. The article is titled, I'm sorry, only 10% of Zillennials can ace the 7-level childhood movie trivia quiz, which is a new word that I've discovered.
Zillennials.
Which generation is Zillennial?
It's our generation technically.
Okay.
It's like early Gen Zs.
So like
where
Gen Z, millennials, basically, like people who are
yeah,
like, kind of
it's
on the border.
it's like the 5 years between 1999 and 2004.
Okay. Do we want to do that one then, or no?
Oh, I'm doing it right now.
Oh,
Well, you could
link
share
it
the
in
link.
chat.
Well,
Then we could all do it.
Yeah, you big goof.
you're right. This is gonna be fun to edit. Just long stretches of silence followed by occasional clicking noises. We've spent too much time. Interesting bit there, Ian. I enjoyed it. Although, I might have had too much fun going through weird BuzzFeed quizzes. Yeah, I don't know how much of that will translate to our audio-only format. But we'll see. We'll see what I can do. Dr. Edits. Well, I think it's about time. I think it's about time to wrap up, and I sound like somebody who's hosting a party and wants people to leave his house.
Get out!
It's like, this isn't your house, this is my server.
I'm just gonna start playing Closing Time over my phone.
Closing time.
Time. One last call for apple juice. So finished your Minute Maiden juicy juice. This is a family-friendly show. You can't have a song about alcohol in this family-friendly show. Gosh dang it.
Wait,
Thank
this
you,
is a
everyone,
kid-friendly
for-
show, and yet we talked about shoplifting bodies?
Family-friendly. There are some challenging topics, but it's good language. We don't talk about a lot of suggestive things.
We don't talk about Bruno. That's like one thing we don't talk about. Oh shoot! I just talked about him.
If you can squeeze that in one more time this episode, I will give you a shiny quarter.
Yay!
But if you squeeze it in 2 more times, I'll take a shiny quarter from you.
Oh no!
Okay. Thank you once again for listening to Oh That's a Podcast. I want to do some housekeeping stuff here, but we don't really have as of yet like a Twitter we could plug.
You'll hear us next time you hear us.
Yeah, we don't really have anything like
Send us a letter, like snail mail.
mail us a letter. My home address is
Mine is 221B Baker Street.
my address is within your walls. Please let me out.
I am the rat that's behind your walls.
I am the Rat Man. Okay. If you like what you're hearing, please feel free to donate to our Patreon. Ian, what can they find on our Patreon?
They can find.
Actually, you know what? We always do you for the Patreon. I'm gonna change gears if it's okay with you. Dauntless, what can they find on our Patreon? Or Isaac?
Well, they can find stickers that say "What it."
Note to self: make a Redbubble and put "What it" stickers on there.
Yeah, and that's pretty much it.
That's all you get. No matter what tier you donate to, you're just gonna get a sticker in the mail every month.
Well, the bottom tier, you get a pat on the back from yourself.
It's instructions on how to pet yourself on the
Yeah,
back.
the highest tier is a book on how to shoplift bodies from a morgue. Which also includes conversation starters for what to say when you get caught.
We should just make a book.
Called What It.
Okay.
What it is?
What
Starring,
it?
starring Ian Thatcher and Isaac in the adventures of the What It
In
Is.
parentheses, no, it is not a fridge.
Well, everyone, thanks for listening to Oh That's a Podcast. This season we're going to do something different. We're going to transition from dad jokes to pickup lines. And sending us off with that is our very own James Ian Betancourt. Take it away, Ian.
All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to present you with the greatest pickup line ever created. And if you try and argue with me about that, then I'm going to come find you because I know your address. So, all right, here it goes. Are you an orphanage? Because I want to give you kids.
Oh, no!
It's so bad.
Thanks for listening to That's a Podcast. I'm Pastor Whedon.
And I'm the random guy that lives
Here,
in his
hello.
basement.
And I'm
Hello.
Isaac.
I'm Ian.
Oh, That's a Podcast. We'll fix it in post. And we tied in orphans in there. We kept our orphan streak going.
Wow.
Because I want to give you kids.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm stopping the recording.
Yep.
Same. I'm sorry, that was just too funny. Oh shoot.